Good morning. Hello, everybody. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm going to give it a few minutes. I am on just a few minutes early. I'm going to take the opportunity to put some tinted chapstick on. You guys are going to be like, what did I just tune into? Good morning. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Terry. While we're saying good morning, why don't you tell me where you're at, where you're watching from? I love to see where everybody's from. Yay, Terry can hear me. Hi, Dawn. Thank you for the order, my friend. You keep surprising me. I want you to stop spending on me and join my team and spend on yourself. That's what I'm waiting for. Hi, Eva. Good morning. Bellevue. We're watching from Bellevue. That's not too far from me. Good morning. From the Netherlands, Miss Janie. Waterville. Woohoo, Terry, Waterville. Got my Washington peeps. Good morning, Andy. How are you? All right, so first things first, I always have a prize for those of you who hit that share button. So again, this is just my way of saying thank you, because by you sharing my videos on your Facebook, I get seen and more people come and craft with us. So it's wonderful. It's an amazing way to help me. You just hit that share button and share it over on your page. I put everybody in the drawing who hit the share button, and I'm giving away handmade cards. I have so many cards coming out the ears that I'm like, okay, I got to share what I'm creating with other people, and hopefully you guys will pass them on and give them away. So I have everybody in my bucket. Hi, Linda. Yay, Miss Eva. Carla Anderson. Carla, she was just here for Bunko on Friday. Thank you so much for sharing. Congratulations. I will have a stack of 10 handmade cards for you. I might even let you just pick them at the next Bunko if you want. Just message me and we'll make that happen. All right. Thank you guys so much again for hitting that share button. Thank you, Barb. Thank you. I really appreciate you. I'm doing a lot. I'm feeling the crafty mojo. I had a lot of pressure on me this weekend because we have Ashley, Sherry, and myself are doing our quarterly virtual retreat. It's called Fab and Festive. If you haven't seen the event, it is posted on my Facebook page. It's called Fab and Festive, and it's a virtual retreat. And it's an entire weekend. It's Friday nights, all day Saturday, and then Sunday morning. The first weekend in November, November 5th, I believe. And it is so much fun, and it is packed full of crafting, full of prizes, full of games. We do games all weekend. We make 16 projects. So you get a kit with 16 projects, $30 in Stampin' Up! Product. You get 3 pillow gifts from us. You get a bingo. You get mystery stamping on Sunday. We play games for door prizes. It's a ton of fun, and it's all virtual, so you can play from anywhere. That's the beauty of it. We send you the kit. You join us on Zoom or on Facebook, and you just play along all day, all weekend. It is so much fun. The ability to craft with people no matter where we're at is just huge, and it's something we look forward to every quarter. So I have been super busy designing, and I want to show you guys kind of a sneak peek of what we've been doing and what's kind of included in the kit. So let me switch my camera over and get this situated here so you can see my workstation, and then I'm going to show you just kind of the stamp sets that we'll be using. So we always tell you what sets we're using, and then you always have the option to add them to your class kit. So for the retreat, we're using spruced up bundles. So you can see all these awesome dies that come with this wonderful stamp set. And then we also wanted some more fun sentiments. So we also included the Jingle, 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 which is such a fun set if you guys haven't played with it yet. And so each of us were tasked to create 5 cards. So 5, 10, 15. And then I did an extra one, so we'd have 16 cards. And so I'm going to show you the 6 that I designed. You'll get a little quick sneak peek. And then Ashley designed 5 and Sherry designed 5. So you get 16 very unique projects that that you're gonna love. So let me show you. So Friday night we do fun fold night. So we do fun fold projects, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4 fun fold projects. So here's here's my first one. It says believe, and it's a fun little easel card that pops up like that. Love it. Here's another fun one that I did with the ornaments, and you can see it's this fun little kind of fold there. Okay, and then we have more crafting on Saturday. So we have, this one's my favorite. Look at that sparkly paper. Oh, I love it. I love the colors. I love the sparkle. And this is another one, probably on my top favorite. Look at that gorgeous, gorgeous paper. Telling you, this is all made with this fun stuff. Here's a little monochromatic, fun little Christmas tree one. And then of course I had to do rainbow because you guys know me, we did a little jingle jingle. So those are my projects for the class. Absolutely love it. Again, there is an option to get the kit without the stamp sets, like if you already own them, or an option to add them if you want. The deadline to sign up for the retreat is September 30th, so it's coming up super quick. We also offer an add-on. Oh, what paper is it? It's Celebrate Everything. It's the Hostess paper. It's this huge pack of Celebrate Everything Hostess paper, and it's got 48 sheets. So anyways, we split the pack so that I think you each get half a pack. And then we also do an add-on class usually on Sunday mornings. And so there is an option for an add-on class that is $35 to add the class. That is not including the stamp and dies that you need. So if you want to add those on, you actually do get a discount and you get some free ribbon or pearls, I think it is. And so we're using the Celebrate with Tags to create a tag box with 6 tags and 3 gift card holders. So this die set actually has a die to make the gift card holder and a die for the tags. It's so cute. So we were each tasked with designing 2 tags, design a box which we're going to vote on. So this box that I designed is just one template that we may not even use. So 2 tags, a box, and a gift card holder. So I'm going to show you mine. So here's my box that I designed with the cute little mittens. Look at these mittens. So I did a little mitten with a little sleeve. Inside my box, I created dividers. So they will be a divider included. And then these are my 2 little tags. So we've got Be Jolly, and it's the specialty paper is gorgeous. This is Lights Aglow DSP. It comes with the kit, and it's got the awesome to and from stamp there on the inside. And then here's another one, Merry Christmas, and to and from on the back side. So there's my gift card or my tags. So again, this kit will come with 6 tags, the box instructions, which we don't know if this is going to be the box we use. We're going to vote on that. And then we have the gift card holders. This is so fun. I made a shaker out of my gift card holder. So it has this pull where you can slide the gift card right out, but it also has the shaker on the front. So much fun. I just was crafting, as you can see, crazily crafting this weekend, designing these projects. So if you are interested, you can sign up through the September 30th deadline, and then we're going to be ordering and prepping, and kits will go out the last week in October, just in time for the retreat for the first weekend in November. So anyway, so I did that. The other thing that's happening right now is Festivity Delivered, and that is our Christmas card club, and that is a virtual class as well. We actually have our virtual class today for the all bundled up. So every month we choose a stamp set, and then we design 8 cards. So 4 total designs, 2 of each. So 8 cards total. So you get the stamp set, you get the 8 cards. I'll show you mine because Ashley designs 2 and then I design 2, and then we teach you how to assemble the cards and we send you the kits. So these are my 2 designs. So you can see this one. Look at this one. He's so cute. It's very, very simple, easy to do. This one has a little fun surprise on the inside. I absolutely love this mousse, like, so much. But it also has a little bookmark. So this is a bookmark that you can just slide into your book, and I just create a little pocket there to hold the bookmark. Isn't that so cute? So we'll be making those this today for our festivity delivered class. Um, and I know I love the mousse. And now for October's class, we're using the sweet gingerbread, which I'm super excited for. And I thought, I love gingerbread and I think it's so fun, but I wanted to do gingerbread Halloween style. So today we're going to be doing haunted sweet gingerbread projects. But for festivity delivered, there will be Christmas projects. So I'll be designing those this week. And you can sign up for this. This is, again, a $35 class. It comes with the stamp set. And if you don't want the stamp set because you already own it, you can let me know on the form when you fill it out what you want instead of the gingerbread stamp set, and I will order that for you. If you want to add the dies, there's an option to add the dies at a discount. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. You have until the 5th of October to sign up for this. And then the class is always the last Sunday of the month. So thank you, Don. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, so today we're making gingerbread houses, but we're making them haunted style. So let me show you what I came up with. I'm actually kind of proud of myself. The first one is just a cute little haunted house treat box. So I combined the sweet gingerbread stamp set and dies along with the design a treat box dies. So this here is a little die that creates this treat box. And inside, and I don't even have anything glued. This is not even glued together. This is just cut and scored. But inside it holds 2 Hershey nuggets. So it's the perfect cute little box for a little treat. And then on the front, I put the little gingerbread house, but I did it Halloween style. So I die cut the elements in a different kind of color, grunged it up, and we put a little sentiment there. Now the sentiment does not come from sweet gingerbread. It comes from the best witches. And it says, if you've got it, haunt it, which was so cute. So anyways, we have this cute little gingerbread treat, well, haunted house treat, if you will, for our first little project. Super simple. I wanted to keep it simple, but use the elements of this one. The second one is an actual haunted scene. I absolutely love it. I turned my gingerbread house into a haunted house with a cemetery. And look at this little gingerbread. This actually is part of the gingerbread set, is this cute little fence, but I made it spooky by just putting it on black cardstock. So there's our fun little haunted house. I love it. So fun. And then this one's my favorite. So then I said, okay, if you know me, then you'll know that if I ever died in a fairy tale, it would be with the Hansel and Gretel, right? Because I would go find myself a house made of candy and just start eating it up, and a witch would cook me in her oven. Like, that is what would happen to me because I can be lured with candy. So though this card looks super sweet and innocent on the outside, you can see there's a little chomp mark and it says a little treat for someone sweet. And then inside it says happy, happy Halloween. So if you have a sick little sense of humor like I do, you know that this is not a happy ending, even though it looks super cute on the outside. So I thought this was a fun way to play with Christmas, but make it spooky. So I love Halloween, Brene. I can't deny it. Halloween is my favorite time of year. And someone said, Tiffany, are you going on stage? I am going to on stage. I'm meeting Ashley for the first time, Ashley Pfeiffer. She's a demonstrator in Canada, and we team up all the time for all of our classes. And she said, hey, I'm going to Vancouver, BC. You should come with me. And so I looked and I was like, actually, that's the closest place I could go from Washington State to on stage. So I'm driving up to Vancouver, BC, and we're going to spend the weekend together. I'm so excited. Woo, so happy. Anyways, okay. So I'm too happy because I love Halloween, and these are just super fun. So let's get into it. I'll show you guys how to make these fun little projects. So the first one, we actually are just going to be using dies from the Sweet Gingerbread set and dies from the Design a Treat. So let's grab what we need out of here. There's lots of little pieces and parts. So we need the house. We're going to cut a little gingerbread house, and of course we need the little green roof. And then we've got the door and the windows. And then this fun little cloud that we're going to put our little smoke, our little sentiment of smoke there. So that's it for these. And then we need the actual gift box. So I don't know if you guys have seen these dies, but they're so cool. These, and I can't wait to play with them. I was thinking too, like I could do a little Halloween advent calendar, because you can see here it's got number dies, and you can actually make like the 10 days of Halloween or the 12 days of Halloween, or you could do Christmas, obviously. You could do the advent calendar, but you've got a bunny, you've got like deer, or it could be a pig, or anybody, a dog, cat, whatever. It's got antlers, it's got the bat for Halloween, some cute tags. So this is a fun little set. It's also got all these other little tags, I think, to put the numbers on. So I need to play with this set. This is the first time I'm using the set since I got it. So I'm excited. Of course, it had to be Halloween, right? All right, let me cut my cardstock. So you can actually get 2 of these boxes out of a piece of 5.5 by 8.5 cardstock. So I'll show you that. So when we die cut this out, we're going to put it diagonally like so, and then you can fit another one diagonally the other way here. Let's test my theory. I probably have to eat my words, but I'm pretty sure we can get 2 out of this. Let's see. The tag looks like a washing machine. Let's see. So there's one. And let's see if I can do this other one. Oh no, I might have to eat my words. Oh boy, it's going to be tight. Can you guys see? It's going to be tight. We might cut some edges off. So I can't see who's saying they're going to Vancouver, but somebody said they're going to Vancouver too. Nicole's going. Who else is going? But the downfall to using StreamYard is that I can't see who's commenting unless they go to streamyard.com/Facebook and give them permission to see their name. So all it says for me is Facebook user. So yes, I was able to get 2 of these out of 1/2, like half of a sheet of cardstock. So this is really easy to do. You're just going to fold all of the score lines like a box, right? So I'm just taking my bone folder, passing it over the score lines. Some of the score lines are very faint, so you kind of have to do your best to see them, find them, and score them. Okay, so this one, there's 2 score lines. So there's one score line here, and then this other one right here on the tab, we're going to fold the other way. So fold in and then fold that little tab out. Okay, and then we have these 2 little side tabs. So fun. I love, love, love it. Okay, and so like I said, 2 little nuggets will fit in here just perfectly. Now you can glue these tabs. You can glue these tabs to the sides. It would make it a little bit sturdier, I think, but you can see here, I don't have anything glued. and it's holding together just fine. See, it's loose, it's not glued down. So I'll show you what it looks like glued down. It's going to be the same, but you can see that you don't need to take the time to do that because it stays together just fine. But if you want it to travel well, or you're making a bunch of swaps for on stage, oh, that's what I should do. I should make a bunch of little gingerbread treat boxes. You think the Canadian border will let me bring Hershey nuggets over the border? I've never traveled to Canada as an adult. I did once as a teenager with my friend, but I don't know the rules. Okay, so I just put a little tear and tape on these tabs, and you just fold them in like so. This will obviously be, much sturdier. Put my little nuggets. You can even make little wraps for your nuggets and then put them in. So just like add a little extra touch. And then you just fold these sides over like so, and you've got this cute little box. Oh my gosh, they're so tiny. Hi, Ashley. Ashley's watching. Ashley thinks I can smuggle in some chocolates. Okay, good. I need to what I need to do is stock up. Ashley, you need to send me a list of the like treats and candy that you can't get in Canada, and then I'll just cart them over, and then the Border Patrol will be like, this girl has a serious sweet tooth problem. Why does she have 10 bags of Hershey nuggets? That's going to be what's going to happen. Watch. Okay, so let's cut our house. So we're going to cut the house out here. That's the only thing we need in Gorgeous Grape since the box. So one little house. Yeah. Karen, I do not need a passport if I'm driving. I just need an enhanced driver's license, which by chance, this June, when my driver's license expired, I paid for an enhanced license. So if you don't have an enhanced license, you need the passport. So unfortunately, okay, so now we're going to cut some windows. I don't know why I put my my machine away. So we're going to cut the roof and the windows. So I'm using Granny Apple Green and Crushed Curry because these make great Halloween colors. They're just perfect together. So that's what we're going to do. And then we also need to cut out a cloud or puff of smoke or whatever we want to call it. So I'm just going to get a scrap and we'll cut that out as well. I'm going to bring my machine back in. I was getting distracted. I understand why these machines have to be heavy, but I still don't like it. It's like you got to have upper body strength while sitting down to move this thing in and out of frame. It's like, oh, it's a workout. All right, so we've got our pieces. You will have to do a lot of die cutting for this, for all of my projects, because they have little pieces and parts that you have to build. All right, so there's that. I don't want to lose any of these little pieces, so I am going to be putting them away as I pull them out. I just shove them into their little envelope. We can make it look pretty later. I know I should invest in all those magnets, but I feel like every time I buy the magnets, then I turn around and the stamp set's retired, and I'm like, okay, time to buy more magnets. All right, so let's grunge this up. I know, Janie. Why are Hershey Nuggets like only something in the US? It's just weird. It seems like they should be international. Okay, so I'm grunging up my haunted house. Make it as grungy as you want. You don't want Halloween to be pretty. It's dirty and scary and dark around the edges. Maybe that's why I like Halloween so much, because I can hide all my mess makes sense. Maybe like the one time of the year my mess makes sense. Oh gosh. Here's what I found. No, Siri. I wasn't talking to you. Why does Siri, never work when I say her name, but um doesn't work when I need it to. How is that a thing? Okay. Ah, Terry says, "Oh my gosh, Ashley, my sister-in-law brings sweets at Christmas. The one I love is these chocolates that look and are thin like a potato chip." Oh, ooh. Janie just had an amazing idea. She said I should emboss the house with the brick embossing folder. So let's try that because that's just going to take it to the whole next level. Let's see. You know, anytime we have the opportunity to emboss, we should definitely do it because you can even emboss this and make the whole thing look like a house. But you have to do it the right, like it all has to be going the right direction. Let's see. So if it's, I can't go up and down, it has to go like this. No? Yeah. So it needs to go like that. Let's try it. Let's try it. I gotta find the right plates. Hopefully this is the right sandwich because I'm not using my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I'm using the Sizzix, so sometimes it's a guessing game. Oh, looks like I got lucky. They are shaped like Pringles. Oh, Terry, I'll have to keep an eye out and see if I can find anything while shopping. Okay. Oh, look at that. That is so cool. Thank you, Jamie, for the great idea. I love that. And then you could have this grungy, we could grunge this up too. Let's try it. I know I made one already, but let's do it. Because this one's going to be better. So I really only care about grunging the edges that are going to be seen. Oh, that's not going to get me anywhere. So tucking in those tabs that won't be seen. And technically one side of this isn't going to be seen either, but that's okay. This does take a little extra step, but it does make a huge difference. I'm just trying to see where the score line is and try and keep it. Because once you emboss over these score lines, they kind of disappear on you. It's kind of a pain. So cute. I love it with the brick. Oh my gosh. So much better. These would be so fun. Too bad on stage is after Halloween. Because then I could do Halloween treats. Well, I technically could still do Halloween treats, but people would probably look at me funny and then they probably wouldn't want to swap with me. Because not a lot of people like Halloween, which I just think is absurd. It is the best holiday of the year, in my honest opinion. And I know half of you are going to disagree with me, probably more than half. All right. I think I've grunged it up enough. I'm just having fun with this. In case you don't know, I'm using a sponge dauber. These are the best. I get bags of these all the time. And some ink, and you are ready to go. All right. So this one I'm not going to glue together just because of timing. You guys already saw me glue this one together. So we'll just put the nuggets here in the middle, fold these sides up, and then fold over. I'm going to put this one over because it didn't die cut all the way and missed the edge, so we'll hide that. And voila. Look at that! Okay, so this is the embossed with the grunge. And then we'll glue this right on front. But we're going to do all of our pieces first because that'll be easier. So easy and cute. So gluing the house frame or the roof, sorry, to the top of our And I'm messy with the glue, but that just adds to the grunge. See, I told you. Adds to the grunge. Love this haunted house. Looks like a face. Looks like a scared face. I'm staggering the windows because I don't want anything of this to be symmetrical, perfect. That adds to the creepy Halloween feel. Okay, so now we need to stamp the if you've got it haunted, which I already stamped in black, but that's why my stamp isn't clean because I just made these projects just this morning. I spent all day yesterday designing for the retreat, so I ran out of time to design for Facebook Live, so I got up at 5 a.m. and designed these cute little gingerbreads. And I'm just gluing just the edge of the smoke cloud right behind the chimney. Okay, so it's not attached by a lot, and I don't want glue to be seen on the back because it's not going to be hidden by the box very well. So we're just going to put some adhesive on. Actually, you can do dimensionals. I think the dimensional will look funny. So I'm just going to use liquid glue and stick that on there. You just want to make sure that it sits down flush. She's a brick house. All right, so there we go. Okay, we got our cute little treat. You could make these for your coworkers, for your grandkids, for your children. So you can see the difference between the embossed house and the plain house. Oops. So there's the difference. I really like the brick. It really kind of finishes it. I think it's very cute. Yeah, loving that. Love, love, love it. So fun and easy. You could die cut a bunch of these and then sit in front of the TV and assemble them. That'd be fun. All right, let's go ahead and make this card now, which we need, and I need to grab another piece. We're going to start out with a piece of basic white to create our background. I'm going to grab a piece of gorgeous grape because that's going to be my base color. So I'm just going to cut it in half at 5.5, and I'm going to score at 4.25. Move that away. Okay, so there's our base. And I need a piece of basic black. Don't know why I put my trimmer away. So the basic black is going to be 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Okay, so there's that. And we need a piece of basic white, which, let me grab a scrap here. Actually, it's not a scrap, it's a sheet. This one is 5 1/4 by 4. Isn't it crazy how I have this big old work desk, and yet as I keep going, it shrinks and shrinks and shrinks because it gets so messy. All right, so card base, basic black border, and we've got our basic white cardstock that we're going to color. So to make this background, I used 3 colors. I used Night of Navy, Gorgeous Grape, and Daffodil Delight. Okay, so doesn't really matter where you start. I finished with the yellow, so I started out with the Night of Navy first. I have my blending brush. I got my ink on there, and I come in from the sides because I want the darkest edges to be on the outside. If you start in the middle of your cardstock, you're going to have these big dark blotches. Now I'm going to leave a little space, a little white here for the moon, okay? So I'm not going to fill that in. Oh, see, I started right there, and see how I got that really dark spot? You don't want to do that. You want to come in from the edges and spread the ink like that, okay? And you just keep doing it. It's just a process. You just keep adding color. And where you want it to be darkest, you just keep adding. Okay. And then I mixed in some gorgeous grape to kind of pull in a little purple into the sky. I just love purple with Halloween, so I just chose to add it. So I like the mix, and you can add as much or as little as you want. And some of these swirls actually look like clouds, so it's kind of perfect actually to use these little blending brushes. So I pulled in some purple. It takes patience. Blending these colors takes patience because you got to pull it in. Okay. All right. So there's my spooky sky so far. Now I'm going to do my yellow moon. Oh, thank you, Sharon. Oh, thanks, Janie. You guys are sweet. I think actually, if I'm being honest, Ashley is the background queen. That girl can shade like her life depended on it. She's very, very talented in that way. Okay, so I have my moon. It's very foggy and spooky. I don't want it very defined. I don't want to, slap a circle on there. I want it to be cloudy, foggy, imperfect. So there's my background. Now, if you want to, I'm probably going to wait, but you can see here I have some splatters that kind of added some grunge. I'm going to wait till my house and everything is on there because I want the splatter to be everywhere. But if you wanted just the splatter on the background, you could do that now. And I just took my dark basic black blend. I used the brush tip end. I pushed gently on the inside of the cap and then flicked. And when I flicked the ink onto the card. Okay, so we're going to do that a little bit later. I'll show you how to do that. So we are done with the blending brushes. We are done with the ink. Let me put those away so I can have room. We are going to die cut the pieces that we need now for our little haunted house. So we need the fence, right? So we're going to cut the fence out. We need to cut our house. Now this is awesome. These little windows we've turned into gravestones. Can you guys see those gravestones? Oh my gosh, gravestones. So I've got 2 gravestones, plus I did a little kind of rounded gravestone, which is supposed to be a gumdrop. Don't tell anybody. I also made a frame of the house with this. I just cut those scallops off to make it a flat, straight line. Okay, we definitely need our little hills. So did you know that the gingerbread house has the hills? So we need that. And that's it for this. I think I'm going to emboss my house with the brick again because that was just genius, Miss Janie, as always. Now, for the little spooky trees, I got the tree from the snowman set. This is the snowman dies. And this is in the new mini catalog. Has that beautiful snowflake border, which we used on Bunko. We did our Bunko project using that. All right, so I think we've got all our dies. So let's see. We need Granny Apple Green for the hills. I just have a scrap here that we'll cut some hills out of. It doesn't need to be perfect. And I need gray. Where's my gray? So I'm going to use smoky slate for, or gray granite, doesn't matter, for my house and also my little gravestones. So let's see if I think I can fit everything on here. Okay, so that, and then we need a scrap of basic black to do our fence, our roof, and our trees. So I think we have everything we need. Let's bring our machine over. Trying to fit all this in. Okay. Here we go. See how much we can cut out at once. So there's those 3. We got this guy. I don't know if we're going to be able to fit him. Maybe if I turn this guy sideways. So many pieces, so little time. Probably be faster if I wasn't trying to fit everything all in one. And then isn't that the way of it? It's in the way. Okay. I think we can do this. Tree, roof. That's all I'm going to try and fit on this guy right now. Okay, here we go. Okay. We need another tree. So we're going to get this tree out. We don't need another roof, so I'll set that aside. We don't need another fence, but we need another tree. And I can take these off. I'll figure out where they go next. My dog is outside barking. Hopefully you guys can't hear her. Somebody should have warned me that Aussies were a pain in the butt. Okay, so we'll cut that out. Aw, we do make a good team, Miss Ash. We do, we do. Okay, so I'm going to cut another set of hills. So we got our tree, we got our hill. Let's do another one because we're going to kind of overlap them. Tiffany Almeida, it's one of the laws of crafting along with an open ink pad falls pad side down. Yes, and glitter goes everywhere. Yes. For me, it's the embossing powder. I don't understand. I feel like I'm so careful. Well, maybe I'm not that careful, but I feel like I'm very careful. And yet somehow the embossing powder is like a nightmare for me. I don't know why. It's just so mean. Okay, so actually we have to wait to emboss it. Okay, so here, let's get our pieces. Let's get our bearings here. Let's figure out what we're doing. What are we doing with our lives? So here's my second tree. I can put the tree die back. See, I'm being very careful because there's lots of little dies and I don't want to lose any. Okay, we've got our house. I'm gonna get that out. There's our little windows. Okay. All right, windows, gravestones, I should say. And our fence, I'm going to take my little, what is this called? Take your pick tool, die brush adapter. And we got this nice little fence. Does anyone need shaker material? We got black shaker material for days. Okay. So let's put that back. All right, now we're going to work on our house. So I cut the chimney off because it doesn't look very spooky with the big chimney there. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to cover it with a roof, and also Halloween is not perfect. If you try to be perfect on Halloween, all the goblins will laugh at you. So just don't. All right, so we're going to just cut off, as you can see, I'm just cutting off the scallops, edges. We don't want scallops. So we'll take those off. Okay, let's stamp our house and then we'll emboss it. So, oh, and we need to cut the doorway. Shoot, forgot about the doorway. So the big doorway I did cut out of basic black, and then I cut the rounded part off so that it wasn't rounded. I didn't want it to be round. But we're going to stamp the little windows. I'm just going to clean this off because it has a different color on there. We're going to stamp the windows in basic black. Ignore the stamp that's on this side. Okay, so there's the basic black. Okay, so I've got the two windows. Now I'm going to move this label so you guys can see. So now for the second window up at the top, I want it to be smaller. So I'm only going to ink up 2 of the window sills. So just the top 2, you can see the bottom is not inked. So that's going to create a smaller window at the top. Woohoo, spooky. Love it. Okay, let me close this. We will die cut this out of the basic black. So I'm going to do that off camera because I don't want to drag this back in here real quick. Okay. So to make my doorway not round, I simply just cut that round edge off. So you can do that in your trimmer, or you can take scissors. Again, remember, Halloween is not perfect. The ghouls will laugh at you if you try to be perfect. So I am just going to cut that, and we won't glue it down yet. We got to emboss it first. All right, so let's emboss the house with our brick folder because we love it. So cute. Okay, I'm doing that off camera here again because I don't want to lug this back in. All right. Oh, look at that. So cool. Okay, let's grunge them up because we have to grunge. We have to grunge. And we can even grunge on the brick, okay? And we want to grunge our gravestones. We don't want those to be clean. We basically are going to grunge everything that we can grunge, okay? Even the hills. We don't want our green grass to be green. We want our green grass to be muddy. Okay, so there's our stones. Now we're going to do the grass. And I still don't know how our grass is going to lay yet, but we'll figure that out once we get all this shaded. And I definitely want to, right? It does look awesome with the brick. Who's the goblin in the window, right? It's me. I'm the goblin in the window. So we want to grunge the bottom because when we glue our grass down the bottom, we don't want any white showing because that would look weird. Okay, let's start assembling some of this. So let's glue our door into our house like so. And let's put our frame on as well, or our little roof. So I've got my little roof here. Okay, there's that. All right, let's figure out this grass thing. So if I glue this here, like so, glue that down there. You can also move it over and cut off this edge if you want it to be farther. And we can do, I think I did this little hill right here like that. Or we can do this. No, I don't like that. Let's do it like that. So I'm just going to glue this edge here. Excuse my stomach if you guys can hear that. I haven't eaten breakfast. I've just had coffee and my stomach's like, feed me. Okay, I gotta grunge this corner since I cut it off. And we could add more texture if we wanted to. The question is, do we want to? Heck yeah, we do. It adds depth, right? Okay, we need to trim our little edge off here. Okay, and then let's grunge that up. All right, perfect. Okay, so now we are going to start putting our house together. So I kind of tucked my house behind this hill here. I kind of like the layering, if you will, right? If we just stuck our house right on the top, it'd be kind of funny. Okay, so there's our house. We kind of have him a little off-centered, right? We don't want him to be centered. I don't want it to be symmetrical, right? I don't want the same thing happening on each side. I'm kind of making my little graveyard over here. There is going to be a little gravestone back here, but so I'm going to cut my fence in half like so. And we want our straight edge, the nice edge, to be in the middle. If you want. And so I'm just going to glue this right up to the fence. I should have brought this one over closer to the house. We could move it up too. Actually, I kind of like it. We can do it like that. Okay, so I'm going to put some liquid glue on the back of this. If you don't want to get sticky fingers like I'm about to get, you can use a silicone mat and sponge it on, but I'm okay. So I'm going to glue this down like the front here and put this one. I'm just putting some liquid glue messily on the back. I know this is killing some of you. And I'm going to glue that right there. Okay. So this one I glued the fence down lower. My other card, I glued the fence a little higher, but that's okay. You should probably know this about me already, is that I rarely make something the same twice. Okay, so now let's do our trees. We've got two spooky trees. I'm just putting glue on the stem. I don't care if the branches, oh, we need to tear this. Remember I told you I was going to get sticky fingers? So I tore off some of the stem to shorten the tree. And I'm just going to stick this down, and I am going to try and tuck it back behind the hill a little bit if I can. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Okay. So there's my tree, and here's my little tombstone. I'm going to tuck that behind the hill as well. Okay, there's one. Now for this one, see, I always love having the tree like in front of the silhouette of the what am I thinking? Moon, right? Always looks so cool. So now I'm trying to decide if I want this to be stuck out. Maybe I do, because I tucked this one behind the hill. What do you think? Does it need to be tucked behind the hill? Probably. Yeah, I'm going to tuck it behind the hill. So I'm going to tear off a lot of the stem because this one's going to be a little bit shorter because the hill's taller. And I'm just going to tuck that like so. Okay. Don't want my trees to be the same height. That I don't want symmetry on this card at all. All right, on this one, I tried to like write on the gravestones. I don't really like it. So I'm gonna leave them blank this time. So I'm gonna put one up here. And this one down here is gonna be leaning. It's a leaning. Okay. So there is our scene so far. Now we need to grunge it up a little bit more. Remember I told you I was going to use the black marker to give it some splatter. So I'm just going to, oh, that's a lot. We're going to grunge the heck out of this apparently. Okay, so there's my grunge. Ooh, it looks so good. I love it. All right, so let's put we're almost done. Like this is it. Oh, we need to stamp. We need to stamp the, if you got it, haunted, because that's as close to haunted house as we have. If you got it, haunted. And I just stamped that here. Perfect. All right. So now we can glue this down. So gluing this to our little border. We probably could have cut the trees out of this and then hid it behind the border to save on cardstock if we wanted. I've got so many scraps though that I try to use them up. Oh my gosh, isn't this so cool? I love it. And I love it with the brick. Look at that, like a million times different with the brick. I may have used a different gray on this one. It almost looks like this looks like gray granite and smoky. I don't know, but there you go. Ah, isn't that great? Who would have thought you could make a haunted house out of a gingerbread? This is all gingerbread. I love it. All right, now for a little sick humor. My Hansel and Gretel card, if you will. The evil witch. I don't know what the witch's name is in Hansel and Gretel. But anyways, this innocent looking sweet little gingerbread in the middle of or gingerbread house in the middle of the forest. It's a little treat for someone sweet. But you can see there's a bite right out of that gingerbread. And it says Happy Halloween inside with some more little bite marks. So this is my twisted sick humor of a Halloween card, but with a little, enticing Christmas, if you will. I don't know. Maybe it was a little stretch, but I thought it was kind of fun. My daughter was like, Mom, this is plain. And then she opened it and she saw the bite marks and she's like, oh, I get it. So maybe it'll just take, the right person to get it. So let me show you how we do this. The base is a piece of crumb cake. Yeah, I don't think she had a name, Terry. I don't know. Piece of crumb cake that is 4 1/4 by 11, and we scored it at 5 1/2. Okay. And I'm not very prepared because I don't have all the pieces and parts. But I cut a piece of pool party that's 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. And this is going to be kind of our little picture scene. And my trimmer blade needs to be replaced because it's getting all the fuzzies. And then we need a piece of basic white. We actually need quite a bit of basic white for our stamping, but I need a piece for the border of the pool party. So that is going to be 3 7/8, right? 3 7/8 by 3 7/8, I think. I'm guessing, but I think it is. Yep, that'll do it. So there's our frame for our pool party. Okay, so to make our gingerbread house, we are going to stamp the gingerbread in crumb cake on basic white cardstock. So we have the gingerbread house. Now I should have stamped this on the foam. That is a weird gingerbread, but we're gonna go with it. And then the windows I stamped also. I like that there's like a white border and white, kind of like the illusion of white, if you will. We're also going to stamp the door in on the scrap, and we're going to die cut it. So there's the door, okay? And that's going to add more white. And then we are going to make a white roof, and we're going to white emboss this little decorative part of it. So we're going to let that dry as long as possible, because when you emboss on wet ink, it's no bueno. Okay, so that's it for the house. Now we need to make a bunch of little treats to go on there. So we have our little lollipop, which I made 2 lollipops. And I should have stamped the stem in brown. I stamped the stem in black the first time around. So I'm going to do the stem in crumb cake, and then I'm going to use Poppy Parade and shaded spruce for my red and green. So here's my Poppy Parade lollipop. Oh, well, that's no bueno. I really should be using my foam mat so I don't have this problem. Okay, so there's that. And then we're going to do the same thing, but in shaded spruce, so that we have 2 colors. I shouldn't have put the red away yet because we're going to need it for gumdrops. But so crumb cake, shaded spruce. There's the second lollipop. Okay. And then we've got gumdrops. Gumdrops, where are my gumdrops? Gumdrops, here they are. And the trees. So the trees I did in Old Olive. So I'm going to just do a gumdrop in each, a set of 2 gumdrops in each color. So the colors I used were shaded spruce, Poppy Parade, Daffodil Delight, and Mango Melody, which is really close to Daffodil Delight, if I'm being honest. All right. Okay, so there's our gumdrops. Now we need our trees. So I used Old Olive. I can put the crumb cake away. All right, so for the trees, I did 6 trees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. So there's our trees, and that's basically everything that you need. We will be stamping a sentiment later, but for the scene, we've got all the pieces. So now it's just a matter of die cutting it all out, which does take time because there are lots of little pieces. But Stampin' Up! Was generous enough to give us multiple of certain dies, which helps make this go a little bit faster. So let me show you. What does it say? Still no card from me? Actually, Jeannie, I haven't checked the mail yet, but I saw something. I think it was a postcard. I get an email about the mail that's coming, and I saw one on Friday night that there's a postcard in the mail, and I haven't checked the mail yet. So there are 2 lollipop dies, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get both on here right now because of the house. I stamped it too close to the house. I'm going to get some washi tape because this thing is not staying still. Let's see. Stay still. Okay, and then we have the door. Oh, all of a sudden my magnet wants to jump everywhere. Okay, and then we have 2 trees. So thank you, Stampin' Up, for making 2 trees because I may want to do more than one. And then we got gumdrops. And there are 3 gumdrop dies. So thank goodness for that. 1, 2, and 3. And it's so funny, when I made this the first time, I did not have this much jumping with the magnets. Trying to be conservative with the washi tape. There we go. Okay. Pass that through. Oh gosh. Should just tape down everything. What is the point? What's the point of a magnetic plate if you have to tape everything down? Okay. Use the mini die cut machine. Okay, so I think too my plate is curling, so that could be part of the problem. Aw, cut some of my gingerbread house. Okay, so let's get a handle on our life here. Move these pieces. It's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it, I promise. If you're like me and you have the attention span of a goldfish, this is like watching paint dry. It's so funny. I watch YouTube videos with a playback of 1.75. I cannot sit through a normal speed of a YouTube video. It's bad. I think I have a problem. Okay, so there's that, and then we got this lollipop. Who else is like me? I want to know. I know I can't be the only one that doesn't have time, doesn't have the patience to listen to something at normal speed playback. Okay, so we're done with the doorknob. So we basically just have trees and gumdrops to cut out now. Oh my goodness. Even with the washi tape. Even with the washi tape. The magnetic plate is not a solid magnet. Yeah. Yeah. Right? Okay, good, Ashley. I'm not the only one. Oh, once I learned that you can make those YouTube videos go play back at like double speed, I was like, oh, I'm ruined. I'm ruined. I will never again. Okay. Almost done. Promise. Almost done. I've just got 2 more trees to cut out. And of course, I saved the 2 that are next to each other. Why am I an idiot? Come here. Anybody else talk to their supplies? I'm like, get over here. Come back. I have to do the tree by itself. Eva's like, I can, because I have the time. You are just blessed with patience that I don't have, Eva. I think it's the technology, right? It just gives us like instant, we have to have everything instantly. And then it doesn't teach us to wait and be patient. I saw, this is totally off topic, but it makes me think of like millennials and kids nowadays. But I saw a video on TikTok today of a mom. She was crying. She was recording, she was videotaping her house, and her entire house had been vandalized and damaged by her son. And the reason her son vandalized and damaged the house was because she took his phone away. He broke granite countertops. He broke toilet seat. Like he smashed the porcelain of the toilet. He smashed every mirror in the house. He broke every computer, electronic, TV. He ripped furniture. He broke windows, guys, because his mom took his phone away. And I thought, that is the problem with our generation. Like, our kids are losing their minds because of electronics. I realized that I did not cut the grass, so I'm going to do that off camera here real quick. Isn't that crazy? I was like, holy heck. If my kid did that, they would be going to jail. Or I'd be planning a funeral and going to prison myself. Like, I don't know. That is just crazy to me. Just insane. Okay, we are going to emboss the little, see, I messed up my house. I'm gonna have to cut off the white on this side to make it more even. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to, this little decorative piece here, we're going to emboss in white on the house. So take your embossing buddy. Jail then funeral. Yeah, for real. It was horrible. Oh, military school, right? It's electronics. Like every time I try to take my daughter's phone, she loses her mind. I mean, like full on meltdown, screaming, running away. Like, it's an ordeal. Because the phones are their lives. They have no life outside of their phone. Okay, so I'm going to cover this embossing powder. Dump that back. So now we have our little design. We're going to heat that real quick. Okay, and then we're going to, I forgot another piece I have to cut. Guys, I told you there was a lot of die cutting in this. I have to cut the frosting roof, I'm calling it. I'm going to cut it right out of the middle of this because it's going to be hidden, and we're going to conserve cardstock that way. And we're just going to do it like that. Yeah, I know, Sharon. It's real. It's a real thing. I mean, I'm even addicted to my phone. Like, let's be honest. My phone is always near me. My phone is always on. Like, it's bad. I have a problem. If I have a problem, I know my kids have a problem. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is glue our little Yeah, FOMO for sure. Okay, someone said, so Ashley says, someone stole my son's phone from an outing with his day program. He had just upgraded in March, so now he is paying for a new phone for a year and a half, and we had to scrounge up an old phone. The people that stole it from two people that had special needs. Like, who does that? That is horrible. And you're right. Like, these phones are so expensive and like insanely expensive. It's like more than a computer, right? It's a little computer for your hands. And I hate when people steal, like, they just don't. That's horrible, Ashley. I'm so sorry. That is so sad. I tell my daughter too, like, I buy that phone and I don't buy insurance. And if it breaks, she's without a phone. She better take good care of it because I am not going to be paying those kinds of prices. All right, back to crafting. Let's glue our cute little, I love this door with the little heart. So cute. So we're going to glue this down. You know what I should have done? I'm not going to, but what I should have done is I should have stamped the windows and die cut them out so they'd have a nice white trim around them. You can see, well, should I do it? Should I, guys? Talk me out of it. I'm gonna do it just because it's gonna look so much better. And I love that pretty white border. But I have to find the stamp first. Where's the stamp at? I have everything here on my desk. It's right here in front of my face. What the heck? And where's my crumb cake ink? Crumb cake ink. Crumb cake ink. Okay, I can never find crumb cake because I swear this looks green. I keep putting it with my greens. I keep thinking it's green. So annoying. Why is it that the crumb cake one fades like that? So weird. All right, getting off my little horse. Okay, so now I'm going to cut windows out because, guys, I just have to. I just have to. Now the magnets are going to jump and don't mind me. I'm just over here cutting windows. Oh my gosh. When the washi tape doesn't help you. Okay. I'm going to do all this and it's going to cut horribly. Watch. All right. Yeah, not straight. But you know what? If a house was made out of gingerbread, let's be honest, it probably wouldn't be that straight, right? At least if they had my baking skills, it wouldn't be, what is that word? Architecturally sound. My windows would probably be falling off. That's fine. All right, so let's glue the icing on our icing roof. Like that. Okay. It's looking decent. It's all right. It's okay. Okay. So I glued this on with dimensionals. I know, waiting on me to die cut. Oh, okay. So this shouldn't come to a surprise as a surprise. Our Christmas tree every year is Dallas Cowboy themed, right? It's blue and silver. All our ornaments are blue and silver. Um, it's just, it's blue and silver. Obviously, duh, Cowboys. I mean, I'm wearing a cowboy shirt today. But I told my husband that I want to redo the tree and I want it to be Nightmare Before Christmas themed. So I'm buying all new, like Jack the Pumpkin King ornaments and lights. My lights are going to be orange and purple. And it's going to basically, my husband's like, so we're doing Halloween Christmas? I was like, well, basically, yeah. kind of. So, yeah, that's happening. I ordered well, I didn't order at Walmart. No, not Walmart. Lowe's. They have all kinds of Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. And so, I was going a little crazy there. I was a little excited. I wanted to take home everything. I'm gonna order some ornaments. I got at the dollar store, they had little orange pumpkins that were glittery. I'm gonna put them in the tree. So I'm gonna have like a Halloween themed Christmas tree. That's my level of love for Halloween, guys. So if you ever wonder why I get so excited, it's because I love Halloween. Okay. And I love Nightmare Before Christmas. If you guys haven't seen it, it's like a animated Halloween / Christmas story from Tim Burton. I'm sure you guys have seen it or heard of it. It's old. Scentsy had some Scentsy buddies like Jack Skellington and Sally and Zero the dog, and so I got all yes, I got all of them. My husband's like, "You have a problem." They were only $25 each. And I was like, "I need them all." And then my brother-in-law, he really likes Oogie Boogie, the boogeyman, the casino gambling Oogie Boogie from this movie. And so I got him the casino Oogie Boogie Scentsy warmer for Christmas. So I was loving it. All right, I'm trying to figure out how to tuck this one in. I'm using dimensionals because I popped the house up on dimensionals, so my little gumdrops on the roof need to also be dimensionals. Wow, this isn't working. I'm going to put some liquid glue. And I'm going to try and glue it. I should have glued it underneath the roof had I planned this better. You know, there we go. We're going to call that good before I destroy the house. Okay, so there's my gumdrops on the roof. Now I'm going to do my little lollipops on the sides. So I'm going to put a dimensional behind the lollipop. You have seen it. Yeah, red and silver. Uh-oh. Looks like my internet is acting up. I'm sorry, I apologize if I'm freezing. I know, Joanne, that's what I was thinking. I need to put the tree up on Halloween and then just have it up till Christmas. It's gonna be freaking perfect. Then I can celebrate Christmas longer because it goes right with Halloween. I need to go watch Nightmare Before Christmas again. It's been a long time since I've seen it. Got some good songs, good music. All right, I need some more little edges. I'm just cutting dimensionals in half because they're too big otherwise. And I'm just kind of gluing the gumdrops as if it's like a path, right? So I'm kind of layering, if you will, the gumdrops as if it's a path. Okay, so there's our gingerbread scene. Whew, that was a lot of little pieces. So we're going to glue that to our frame. And then we are going to put that on our card base. Oh, I should tell you. So the stamp set that I'm using for A Little Treat for Someone Sweet and Happy Happy Halloween is, um, I think it's a retired set. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is. It's called Little Treats. Remember that treat box die that we had last year? So Happy Happy Halloween and A Little Treat for Someone Sweet are both from that set because I was looking for something. Can you believe I don't have like a Happy Halloween stamp right now, like a current one? So I had to get creative. All right, for my little bite, I used the hedgehog punch because look, it looks like a bite mark. And so I just took a chomp right out of the corner here. Yum. And we just chomped the corner there. And then I need to get another piece of basic white. We'll cut that down for the inside. So this will be 4 by 5 1/4. And we'll chomp this one in a couple places. So chomp this corner. Maybe we'll chomp this corner too. Like that. Okay, so you've got a couple chomps in it. And then the Happy Happy Halloween will stamp in crumb cake ink for the inside. And you could also stamp some candy or another little gumdrop to go in there. Or you could do another house and then have a, bite mark out of the house. There's lots of things that you could do for the inside, which would be super cute. But this would definitely have to go to, like, somebody's going to be like, what? How is this Halloween? Like, you got to use your imagination. You got to think like Tiffany thinks. Okay, so a little treat for someone sweet will go on a label in the front. And is this very vanilla? It's like playing with my eyeballs. I think this is very vanilla. Oh, I think it's shimmer cardstock. I just grabbed a scrap out of my thing. I'm gonna do this because it kind of looks like a bite. This is the postage punch. And then I'm going to trim the top. I was just thinking that I maybe want a different looking label. Let me cut. I don't think this is straight. Ooh, that was not good. It ate it. It ate it. Now I'm making it worse. So then we can put that up here. I don't like it. I don't like it because it's not white. Let me try again. Maybe if I do it like, no. A little treat for someone sweet. I don't know why I keep saying something. A little treat for someone sweet. Let's try this again. We're a glutton for punishment. All right. We'll just keep it straight like last time. And I have to cut it some more. All right. And we are done. Once we get this label on, And then I would add some Wink of Stella to some of the candy to make it glitter. Maybe the icing. Oh, I love it. Fun. The sentiment is from Little Treats, which I think is a retired set from last year. I was, like I said, looking for some Halloween treat type sentiment, and I couldn't find anything. So I had to pull out a retired one. So, all right. So there's our little haunted house treats, our little haunted house theme, and then our little Hansel and Gretel cards. So there's my take on gingerbread haunted style. And if you're loving the gingerbread bundle, just like I am, and you want to continue crafting, you should join Ashley and I for our festivity delivered for August or for October. We will be using this set for Christmas cards. I promise they're Christmas. I won't sneak any Halloween in there. I'll keep that to Facebook Live. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Have a fabulous week. Do something crafty for yourselves, and we'll see you next week for more Halloween fun. Bye, everybody.